You might have heard Mkhwanazi's statements in Durban. When he talks about crime, I agree with him. When he talks about things like this, I disagree. Because I don't know why, I get the feeling that Mkhwanazi is positioning himself to do something, stepping maybe out of SAPS into a different position. We'll talk about that when it happens. But I just want to say, blaming normal constables getting an increased salary on the reason why we moved from 25,000 to 19,000 is not the correct thing to do. Because at the end of the day, why is it so easy for people to jump to the person that earns the least and think that, you know what, they need to earn less? But no one jumps to the individuals that earn the most. No one talks about them. We want to talk about now constables taking 10,000 rand a month home, putting their lives on the line, when generals and other high-ranking officials are not in the street putting their lives on the line. Yet they earn 10 times more than a constable. Why is it so easy for people to jump to the person that earns the least and disregard the ones that earn the most? Why? Why is that? Why are we still in the situation where we have to defend the minimum wage? Because in South Africa, the majority of individuals that make this economy work are people that get the minimum wage. And if you take the minimum wage away, or if you cut it, you are literally preventing the majority of South Africans to take part more in the economy. So if you give them a lesser salary, you're going to limit their engagement in the economy. I'm not an economist, but just from common sense, it doesn't make sense to me. If you want to grow the economy, you need to enable people to take part more in the economy. And if we talk about the state, I think, yes, the state has bloated salaries. But at the end of the day, there's also so many holes where money literally goes down the drain. So many frivolous spending that's taking place. I wonder what it would look like if we were to have one financial year without any frivolous spending, without any corruption. What would the condition of the state's finances be like? What would the country's fiscal look like? And then we can take that step to say, you know what, we've tried everything. We've stopped corruption. We've plugged the holes. We've stopped frivolous payments or frivolous spending. And we're still in the hole where we are. Now we need to have a conversation. We can't have a conversation when we still spend unnecessary amounts of money on MPs and cabinet and certain people that hold certain positions in state departments, etc., and frivolous spending and corruption taking place and tenders being given to companies that is just companies that I made up in 10 minutes ago, stuff like that, man. Let's start there. Then we can have this conversation about how increased wages causes decreased employment. And wanting to blame officials that put their lives on the line to get a decent salary on the reason why crime is increasing, that's kakpraat.